Morning students, hope you all are fine at home. So today we will start with the basic punctuation rules. Whenever we communicate with anyone, be it any language, there are certain rules which we need to follow. We speak or we write, that does not matter. Some specific assigned rules have to be followed so that whatever we are communicating, that is easily understood by the listener. So today we will study about some punctuation and pronunciation rules. The most important thing is punctuation. Sometimes it happens that we don't place commas, we don't put full stop. Now that distorts the meaning of the sentence. So we will start. First rule is rules about capitalization. Whenever you are writing a sentence, the first letter has always to be capital. The first letter of the first word is always capital. And then all the proper nouns, be it a name of a person or a place, that has to be capital because that is a proper noun. Whether it is in the beginning of the sentence, in the mid of the sentence, or you are placing it at the last, that has always to be capital. For an example, you see, Tanya is holidaying at Goa. So here T is capital, understood that this is the beginning. But why is this G capital? Because it is a proper noun. Then here you see India is capital because it is a proper noun. Then capitalize the personal pronoun I. Whenever you are using this I in place of a noun, it becomes a pronoun. And this personal pronoun should always be capital. Either it is in the beginning, either it is in the mid, that does not matter. You need to make it capital. Then capital the names of people, their initials like M.R. Khan, Mr. Khan. So M has to be capital. Constable M.R. Sharma. So that is the initial, first letter of the sentence, that has to be capital. When you talk about degrees, doctor, CA, you talk about PhD, so the first letter has to be capital. And then capitalize the name of languages. I like English. Now here this E has to be capital. You cannot write English like this. It is not in the beginning, but still we have to make it capital. So capital the name of languages, religions, name of months, July, August, September. I met him in the month of July. So that July J has to be capital. Days of the week, subjects, titles. If you are writing Rohit Sharma, so this S has also to be capital. So these are some of the basic rules. Then rules about punctuation. Punctuation is necessary so that the meaning of your sentence does not change. So the first is about comma. Comma is used to separate a series of words, phrases or independent clauses. For an example, I like swimming, dancing and playing. So here if you see, this comma has separated swimming and dancing. If I don't put this, I like swimming, dancing. So the person who is not aware of this would think that swimming, dancing together is an activity. So when you are talking about series of things and you need to separate it, then we use comma. When you are using separate adjectives, the dish is colorful, flavorful and aromatic. The table is round, wooden and big. So 3 adjectives together. So we need to separate it. When using which, comma is not used. And when using when using which we use a comma. But when we use that, now that becomes a relative pronoun. That is a relative pronoun. So relative pronoun means that I am indicating towards the noun that has been used. So for which I will use a comma, but for that I will not use a comma. They represented badminton, which is their national game too. But if I say I saw a dog that was sitting on the bench. Now here I have not used a comma. Why? Because I am using that. So that is a relative pronoun. That is being used for dog. When directly addressing someone, the person's name or title should be set off with comma. Like you are saying thank you, good morning, good afternoon. And then you are using the person's name. I could have not won this game without you, comma, and then whatsoever the name. Then where is the question mark used? Question mark of course is used in an interrogative sentence. When you are asking a question, then we use a question mark. Exclamation mark is used to exclaim or express your emotions. Be it surprise, be it your happiness because you have emerged victorious, be it that you are sad because of someone's demise. What a terrible fire this is. Now that is your expression. Alas, our teacher is no more. Hurrah, we won. Wow, what a beautiful dress. Then we use exclamation mark. That is in exclamatory sentences. Then apostrophe. Apostrophe is used first in short forms. Like do not can be written as don't. Will not can be written as won't. I have can be written as this manner. And then apostrophe is used for possessions. Possessions का मतलब ही होता है कि किसी चीज़ को हम possess कर रहे हैं and we are trying to show that. Then possession can only be by living things. Non-living thing cannot possess. Like if it is written table's leg. Now this is gross. This is wrong. Table का possession नहीं है leg. Possession living things का होता है. Then we can write Amit's bag, Tia's hat, dog's food, cat's ball, whatsoever. And then to form the plural of letters and figures. Like dot your I's and your T's. So all the I's. So in that case I am making it plural. Add 2 5's and 4 2's. That is 5 should be 2 and 2 should be 4. So I am making it plural. Full stop is used to show that the sentence is complete. And after this, the next sentence will start with a capital letter. Then pronunciation rules. There are vowels and there are consonants. So vowels and consonants are not based on your vision. The first thing I would say. It is based on sound. If I write university, you would have a feeling that this is U and therefore I should write an. No, the sound is Y-O-U and it becomes a consonant. So I have to write a university. So the first thing, keep the pronunciation in mind. It's not the vision. You don't see the letters. That is what is the rule of pronunciation. So the first rule is that every syllable in every word must have a vowel. English is a vocal language. Every word must have a vowel. There are few exceptions. Other than that, if you see, all the words have a vowel. C, if followed by ER or EI or Y, that has a soft sound of S. So if we are writing cyst, central, city, but if we write then crystal, then this is not a vowel, then the sound is of K, crystal, we are not saying crystal. So that you have to keep in mind. G, if followed by E, I or Y, has the sound of J and not G. E, I or Y. So gem, gym and gist. But if I am writing G-A-T-A, I am not saying jate, I am saying gate. So these exceptions have to be kept in mind. When two consonants are joined together and form one new sound, they are a consonant digraph. They count as one sound. And they are never separated. C-H, S-H, shine, T-H, thou. We don't use it T-H, T-N-H, thaw. We don't say, we say thou. And W-H, wine, W-H-I-N-E. We don't use fine. That has to be kept in mind. When a syllable ends in a consonant, that is other than A-E-I-U, when it ends, and it has only one vowel, that vowel is short. जो आप हिंदी में पढ़ते हैं छोटी बड़ी, the same pronunciation has to be kept in mind. We say fat, bed, bed, बेद नहीं बोलते हैं, पेन नहीं बोलते हैं. Some of the students they say please give me pain. So then you should be beaten so that pain is inflicted. It's pen, it's bed, it's fish, spot. Because the ending letter is a consonant. When a syllable ends in a silent E, the silent E is a signal that the vowel in front of it is long. When the syllable is ending in a silent E, तो हम थोड़ा सा elongate करते हैं. make नहीं बोलते हैं, make. जिन नहीं बोलते हैं. काइट, रोप नहीं बोलते हैं, रोप शॉर्ट नहीं है, फिर थोड़ा सा अपने आवाज को थोड़ा सा खींचते हैं, वो बड़ी, छोटा ऊ, बड़ा ऊ. सो यू हैव टू मिक्स अ बिट ऑफ हिंदी व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रोनाउंसिएशन. When a syllable has two vowels together, the first vowel is usually long and the second is silent. Then comes pain, eat, boat. When a vowel is followed by R in the same syllable, that vowel is R controlled. It is neither long nor short. मतलब R का पूरा sound आना भी नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन टर्म नहीं, टर्म तो पता चल रहा है कि okay, R is there but it is not being used in a very elongated manner. Sir, we don't say sir. Sir नहीं होता है, sir. Far ऐसे no need to elongate it. Far, he's far better. Far, water. So that is how you have to use it. Y is pronounced either as AI or I. In a one syllable word, Y is pronounced as AI. My. So AI, my. We don't say my. You people say sometimes. They say me my, by, fly. Fly नहीं होता. He's flying, shy. And in a two syllable word Y is pronounced as I. Then the sound of E or I, party. Then we don't say patai. It's party, puppy, candy, bunny. Then the C pronunciation rule. C is pronounced either as S or K. This I have already explained you when I gave you the example of crystal. And G pronunciation rule is also done. Then we have pronunciation of vowel letters. So then you have to keep in mind long A and short A. When it ends in a vowel, then it has to be cape and then cap. So if it is ending in the vowel, it should be long. If it is ending with A, I, O, U, it has to be long. And long I and short I. That has also to be kept in mind. Yeah, there are exceptions, but most of the words will follow the same rule. If I is at the end of the word, A is pronounced as a long vowel, gate, take, rake. If E is at the end of the word, I is pronounced as a long vowel, kite, bite. So these are the certain rules that you need to keep in mind so that you sound very crystal clear and there is no problem on the side of the listener to understand your communication.